7 years, I would have never made it. I call it something else. I call it spiritual genetics. Whoa, what does that mean? Someone's going to Google that term, and you know what you're going to find out? The only person to ever talk about it is me. So that makes me the world's leading authority. I once mentioned spiritual genetics to Oprah Winfrey in a conversation, and she calls me the very next day and she asks, "What have you been reading? I've never heard about that." I had to tell her, I haven't been reading, I've been writing. As a matter of fact, that's the subject of my new book that I'm working on right now. We all understand genetics. You're going to get your mother's eyes, your father's nose, and there's nothing that you can do about it. But the spirit of who you're going to become as a man or a woman, I believe that you can choose. It is indeed biblical. Scripture tells us that we are all born with a spirit that allows us to embrace God, whatever you perceive God to be. Well, that same spirit can't be beaten down into darkness. I don't know how many of you all read my first book, The Pursuit of Happiness, but those of you who did, you met my stepfather. And there are folks who will say, I could have become him. I could have become another alcoholic, wife-beating, child-abusing, illiterate loser. And a lot of people would have said, well, look where he's from. He didn't have a choice. Well, I did have a choice. I saw the light in my mother and in others with whom I did not share a single drop of blood, and I embraced it. Seeing and embracing, those are two separate actions.